We start tonight with breaking news. Troopers are looking for the driver in a deadly hit and run. The fight over House Bill 2 heats up again tomorrow when lawmakers return to Raleigh. New at 10, firefighters are still on the scene of a blaze that started just a few hours ago. It happened inside an abandoned house in South Charlotte.
More than 1,000 students at Carmel Baptist Church in Matthews showed off their Panthers pride.
They did, and we were there as the students and staff took the coolest photo ever. Took about 45 minutes to get the students lined up for that big photo. The staff has also used the team's winning streak to motivate the kids in the classroom. The suspect sought in a hit and run that killed a 6-year-old Charlotte boy is now in custody. Mother's Day, so for all the moms out there, happy Mother's Day in advance, and
yes.
She gave you a gift of great weather.
I did.
Also a great day.
How are we going to top that?
I know. Well, also a great day today, though, as she talked about for those golfers at the Wells Fargo tournament.
Beautiful.
Could have been even better.
Golf weather today.
Governor McCrory is predicting the Panthers will win on Sunday. Not a shock. Releasing a statement that the final score will be 33-10.
And predictions as well. So we'll have that tomorrow at 11:05.
Yeah, like you're not going like the governor and throwing the score down.
Yeah, you got to throw the score down. Panthers, big favorites.
And now breaking news. Firefighters are on the scene of a 2-alarm fire in a shopping center. It's off of Pineville Matthews Road. Firefighters have been on the scene here for about an hour. You're looking now live. We've heard that one firefighter had to be pulled out of that fire. Prince's publicist says the music superstar's remains have been cremated. A small group of family, friends, and musicians celebrated his life in a private ceremony. Meanwhile, fans in Minnesota continue to flock to sites made famous by the music superstar and local hero. Charlotte is now down 2-1 in the best-of-5 playoff series. Love the sound of that. It was the Hornets' first playoff win since 2002. WCCB Charlotte's Jeff Zell joins us. That win was everything.
Yeah,
because we're down 2, and then it was like, okay, come on, just win this one game.
They had a big third quarter, and
right.
They were excited after the game, as I heard.
All right, fans are buzzing about the Hornets too, about that big win. It's been 14 years since the Charlotte team won an NBA playoff game, and it's the first time since the Hornets returned to the Queen City. Right now in Uptown, beautiful view there. No rain. Nothing. I'm here with meteorologist Michelle Rotella. You said it was going to be a great day. It was a great night, and tomorrow I'm hoping even better.
I do. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous.
The developing story: a police chase and an 8-hour standoff kept officers busy today. Now that suspect is in custody tonight. It caused part of a busy highway in Mooresville to be shut down for hours. WCCB Charlotte's Marvin Beach is live along Highway 150 where that standoff ended and has the latest. Marvin. The Charlotte Fair is back open today after closing early last night when someone reported gunshots. Police tell us that no one was actually shot. Officers responded to the fairgrounds on Statesfield Road around 9 Saturday night. Police shut the fair down, which was scheduled to close at 11. We're told it all started with some kids fighting. No one was arrested. Governor McCrory says he will have a response for the Department of Justice by 5 o'clock tomorrow. This is concerning House Bill 2, but he's not sure what his answer will be. The DOJ sent the governor a letter saying the law violates the Civil Rights Act. It gave lawmakers till Monday as a deadline to address it, or North Carolina could lose billions in federal funding. The governor told Fox News today that he asked the DOJ to give lawmakers more time. I'm Amanda Fitzpatrick with the Clinton campaign at Johnson C. Smith University, where former President Bill Clinton was more than happy to campaign for his wife Hillary and encourage early voting.
I think our economic plan is the best. I think our plan for bringing our society together is the best. I think she's the best at both standing her ground and finding common ground with Republicans.
Speaking to a crowd of more than 100 supporters and undecided voters.
Everybody needs to do a whole lot of work in order to get my vote.
Clinton using his charm and record as former commander-in-chief.
The real reason you ought to be for is she's the single best change maker I ever saw, and anybody can talk about it. We need somebody who can do it.
Attacking her opponent's stances on immigration.
We need these people. You know, when the other guys talk about sending all the immigrants home, I thought, that's a twofer. It is both unethical and it would crash the American economy.
And actions during recent debates.
That's why our friends in the Republican Party look like they're having a 6th grade food fight in these debates.
Catering his speech to the crowd of students who worry about tuition costs and their future.
The young people here cannot wait for relief from the burdens of college debt. They can't wait to finish the work of health care reform. They can't wait for small business loans to be available to everybody. We got to get the show on the road.
Hillary Clinton will return to North Carolina on March 10th. They have not yet announced the location. For now, at Johnson C. Smith University, Amanda Fitzpatrick, WCCB News.
I can't even see him. I couldn't even see my son's face or his body because they all gathered over top of him.
Cheryl Elliott reacting to this video shot by an anonymous witness showing CMPD officers surrounding her son, 26-year-old Malcolm Elliott.
It hurts to see them do that, though, because he didn't have to hit him like that. With all of them, how many officers was out there?
It all began just before noon Tuesday. CMPD says there was a hit and run on Village Lake Drive and Independence Boulevard. Soon after, police located the car and Elliott at the Sardis Place Apartments. That's when police say he fled and resisted arrest.
He was scared because he knew he was in trouble, because that wasn't the first time.
Elliott has been arrested before, charges stemming from robbery to carrying a concealed weapon. Elliott's mother not happy with CMPD, but says she's not defending her son's actions either.
If my son was resisting arrest, they kind of had a reason to do that, but I don't think they should have been punching him the way that they were punching him.
CMPD released this statement saying the suspect resisted as officers attempted to restrain him and continued to pull his arms away from officers as they attempted to place him in handcuffs. One officer delivered strikes to the suspect's back in an effort to gain compliance and take him into custody. Allegations of excessive use of force are currently being investigated by the CMPD's Internal Affairs Unit and whether the officer followed protocol.
Scared scream. You could actually tell that it was a scared scream or somebody was in danger.
The screams were coming from an unidentified juvenile female who was walking on West Gold Street in Kings Mountain Sunday when a man attacked her from behind.
And I'll take a look around the corner and I see a male on top of a female.
Specialist Jonathan Griswold and Sergeant Terry Neal, just 2 of the 5 North Carolina National Guardsmen outside of their armory at the time of the attack, able to jump into action to help the victim.
My immediate reaction was to just go run. So I ran over there, and on my way over there, I see him smack her.
The 2 guardsmen chased down the suspect, 19-year-old Kyle Moore. Sergeant Neal's work as a highway patrolman kicked in as he detained Moore, who he said began crying.
Say, what's going on? What happened? He said, man, I just can't fight the urge, can't fight the urge. So I said, well, go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Kings Mountain police arrested Moore on the scene and charged him with second-degree sexual offense and sexual battery. Thank God it didn't go as far as it could have, but we're just grateful, you know, and keeping the young girl in our prayers.
Moore is in jail under a $100,000 bond. More charges could be filed against him. Live in the newsroom, Amanda Fitzpatrick, WCCB News. Morgan, most people are happy about the hotel coming to this area, but some worry it will add to several projects like the one behind me that's creating more congestion for South End. South End is booming.
I'm used to a bigger city, so I love seeing it growing this way.
And soon, South End could have its own hotel.
I think we do need a hotel because there's so many people living around here. It'd be nice to have some place for family and friends to stay other than my apartment. But
here's a look at the renderings. The new hotel will have retail space and sit here on the corner of South Tryon and West Kingston.
In general, hotels are good for the economy. They tend to attract event goers and business travelers and things like that, so it's not a bad thing.
City Council member LaWanna Mayfield says it's one project the area lacked.
Really, when you think about all of the new conventions and all the events that we're having in the city, one of the biggest concerns that we had when you go back to the DNC was the fact that there wasn't enough hotels.
And it's just one of several projects in South End. An apartment complex, office park, more retail, and a Harris Teeter are also being built just blocks from each other on South Boulevard. Some worry about the added traffic.
Congestion's no fun. The issues that come with that, infrastructure limitations and things like that.
And if the area can handle all of the new growth.
We then have to step back a little bit and say, okay, are we growing in the right direction?
New sidewalks, bike lanes, and pedestrian walkways have already been added, and there's more to come. There are no specific details about the hotel just yet. We're told it could be a boutique hotel and that it would look like the rest of the South End community. Also, we can tell you this, they're expected to vote on this as early as next month. For now, we are live in South End. Amanda Fitzpatrick, WCCB News.